pull up Bruce Arians because Antonio Brown, okay, is a guy that's been mentioned with Tom Brady. Now, a lot of people thought, well, maybe Tom Brady now signs with the Bucks, and will Antonio Brown follow? Because a lot of people feel like Antonio Brown could be, going with Tom Brady wherever Tom Brady goes. So he was on CBS with Tiki and Turney, and they asked the coach about signing Antonio Brown and joining the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And here was Bruce Arians' answer.
Is there anything else that is going to happen in this offseason? Because there's speculation that Antonio Brown wants to come down there and play with you. Now, you know him a little bit, obviously, from the Pittsburgh Steelers days. What's the likelihood AB gets back in Tampa? Because I know he has, or at least Tom has had an affinity for him because of his work ethic. Forget all the other antics, but just how he works on the field and in practice. It's top of the line.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
There you go.
Not going to happen. There's no room.
Yeah.
And probably not enough money, but it's just not going to happen. It's not a fit here.
Interesting. Well, there is room though, because you lost Perriman. I don't know if he says I'm coming in on the veteran minimum, coach. I just want to play with Tom. You still wouldn't find a way to get him in?
No.
Wow. Is it just because you don't trust what he could do to the culture? Why so steadfast that you would not give it a chance?
Yeah, I just know him, and it's not a fit in our locker room.
I don't think you need to say anything else. You're not a fan. Understood. Gotcha. Okay.
I love it. And Bruce told you it's not a fit in the locker room. We don't have room. We don't have money. I don't know how many different ways.
He was really trying to not. He was trying to be nice.
But he told you in every way possible, I don't want his ass on this team. Okay? And that's awesome, dude. I love Bruce Arians, that he's so brutally honest. That's the best way to be, period, in life. You'd rather, not screw around and tell people where you're coming from. That way there's no misunderstandings. And I got to tell you, that's smart man. Look, you got two awesome receivers anyways in Godwin and Evans. I mean, you've got maybe the best tandem of receivers in the NFL. You could argue that with those two guys. And then I know Bruce's offense isn't tight end friendly, but it will become tight end friendly now that Tom Brady's there. And Tom Brady in his opening press conference also talked about Cameron Brate and OJ. He's got two excellent tight ends, two dominant wide receivers. He's got weapons galore, man. All they need to do is really improve their running backs. And my boy Ronald Jones II did improve, because I'm a fan of Ronald Jones. I like him. And he hasn't really busted through yet. And that's been a little bit disappointing. But he did finish the season strong, so maybe he's coming close to turning the corner. But they still should draft another running back. Yeah, because you got to protect yourself, and you got to get another playmaker back there. You got to get somebody that pushes Jones or takes over for Jones, one of the two. But Brady needs, and he has to be dynamic too. He has to catch the ball too. But that's the only thing they need now, obviously, and they got to tweak the offensive line a little bit if they can and make that a little better. But outside of that, Brady doesn't need Antonio Brown at all. And I love that. I love that Bruce Arians told you brutally the truth, because that's the way it should be. And he is a cancer. And look, he's got all kinds of pending lawsuits. He's not even close to being out of the trees here and out of the forest, as they say, when it comes to trouble. But having said all that, here's a guy that's only going to create more trouble and more headaches. And guess what, folks? If you give him a job this year in the NFL coming up, then all you've done is you've told Antonio Brown you can continue to get away with everything you've done. This goes back to our conversation when we started the show with John Bones Jones. If you're the NFL, you have to say, enough's enough, dude. We don't need your kind in this league. I mean, the NFL will live, dude, We watched Joe Montana leave, and we watched Barry Sanders walk out on us, and Jerry Rice retired, and so did Mean Joe Green, and Bruce Smith, and so on and so forth. The league has survived and thrived. Tons of great players have actually just retired. The idiots, we can push them out the door with no problem. Don't worry. The league will be fine without Antonio Brown. The league doesn't need Antonio Brown. I get maybe UFC does need John Bones Jones because they don't have a lot of superstars. But you got to make a decision. You got to draw the line in the sand and say, yeah, we need him, but not at this price. We don't need a superstar that's a scumbag representing our organization. Got to make a tough decision at one point or another. And Bruce Arians made an easy decision. The easy decision is, I don't want the drama. The easy decision is, I don't need the headaches. The easy decision is, I don't need the 2 a.m. call. Oh, I got arrested. Oh, I got in a fight with a delivery man. Oh, I'm not paying this person or that person. Oh, I'm sexually assaulting a woman. Oh, I'm throwing furniture out the 14th floor of my condo, almost killing a child. You don't need that. Bruce Arians is smart. He needed a quarterback this offseason. He didn't need a wide receiver. He's got plenty wide receivers in Tampa.